Hey, welcome back. Today is March 30th, Tuesday, and this is my second post today. On this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets very quickly, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets. Before diving into Zilliqa, ZILUSD, and see what has gone on in here, I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market, according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market. First, most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me where the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today, we have Bitcoin dominance up very slightly today, less than 0.05% even. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up over 2%. Total altcoin market cap up over 2%, just trailing behind Bitcoin by very little. Okay, now this is still the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards, even though in very small change today. I will still see Bitcoin price action leading in gains ahead of total altcoin market cap. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance to trend downwards. That's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because conversely speaking, if Bitcoin dominance was trending downwards, the upside of that, I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. On the 3-day time frame here has been my focus, and now we are making a lower low here. If it continues lower, it is more ideal for the altcoins. However, on the weekly time frame here, since we had just gotten a weekly candle close about 2 days ago, we are still getting bullish divergence on the RSI chart here. Okay, that could still happen. It's not happening right now, but it could still happen if Bitcoin dominance changes course and goes back upwards. Not as ideal for the altcoins. The key resistance would still be the 3-day 21 MA here. Okay. Let's go over to Bitcoin. As I have pointed out, we have now gotten back on top of that key resistance, which is the daily 21 MA. This looks like it could be a falling wedge pattern breakout. Okay. The breakout of this falling wedge pattern here is about 65K, slightly above. Measure targets here are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. I'm keeping an eye out on the resistance here about 60K from past trading history, as well as about 62K. Let's see if we can actually get over those resistances. If not, this could potentially turn into an ascending triangle pattern or an inverse head and shoulders pattern, something of that shape, okay, including a cup and handle pattern as well. Now, there are still some bearish signs on the higher time frames here, such as the weekly time frame bearish divergence not confirmed to have been played out yet. Okay, I'll be more convinced that it's that this bearish divergence is played out on the weekly time frame if we actually do get a higher high on the price action chart, along with a higher high on the RSI here, comparing to the last RSI reading of about over 75 here. Monthly time frame here, we have been having bearish divergence that has yet to yield a red candle, or has still yet to play out, in my opinion. Not something I lose track of, because when it actually does play out, or if it actually does play out, it could still have a bearish effect on the altcoins. The multiplier of that effect will usually depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's go over to Zilliqa. See what has gone on in here. I'm going to take a look from the monthly time frame down to the daily, which I consider to be macro time frames, to see if we have any overbought RSI readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. Monthly time frame here, we're at about 83, so we are in overbought territory. Weekly time frame here, we're at about 80, so in overbought territory as well. And if the price action here, which this weekly candle closes in about 5 days, so still a little too soon to speak here for the weekly time frame in terms of bearish divergence. Okay, but if it was to make a new high here, it does need to beat the last RSI reading of 80 to negate bearish divergence, and this weekly candle closes in about 5 days. 3-day time frame, we're currently at about 67, so not in overbought territory. We already did have bearish divergence here comparing this high with this high. However, lower highs on the RSI. Whenever I do see bearish divergence on a specific time frame, my conservative estimates that's going to come down to the next closest moving average. In this case, would be the 3-day 21 MA. Now let's see if there are enough buyers in this market to hold up this price action until this moving average comes up further to meet the price action instead of flopping all the way down to this moving average. If there are enough buyers in this market, it could potentially take off without it. So 3 possible scenarios. Let's see if there are enough buyers in this market. Daily daily time frame here, we had bearish divergence, double bearish divergence actually. So 2 consecutive higher highs, 2 consecutive lower highs on the RSI. Price action did come down to my conservative estimate, which is the daily 21 MA here, just like I said with the 3-day time frame. Now, let's take a look into what could be going on in here. Okay. Since last time, my last post there, I did say there was a symmetrical triangle pattern. Measure target out of that pattern was about 21.5 cents. Take a look in my last post. Price action broke out of that pattern, went as far as about 21.2 cents. So a little short of the measure target, but I would still consider it to be having met the measure target there. Okay. Now, what I do see now is more consolidation within a ascending triangle pattern. I do have 2 sets of swings up and 2 sets of swings down. So this is a validated ascending triangle pattern. According to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, an ascending triangle pattern is a 63% chance of it breaking to the upside. If it actually breaks to the upside, the measure target here, the conservative measure target. Let me adjust this bottom trend line. Conservative measure target, because I'm excluding some of the wicks above the pattern there, would be about, so the resistance, the top trend line here is about 20 cents. The bottom of the pattern here is about 13 cents, difference of 7 cents. Adding it back on top of 20 cents would be about 27 cents measure targets. Now, measure targets, again, are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real-life price action, more or less. Let's point out some of the resistances and supports relevant to this price action right now. Some of the key resistances and supports relevant to this price action. Let me go back to some past trading history here, and let's see if I can actually get any past indicators of resistance here. I do see one at about 23 to 24 cents range. Okay, about 23 to 24 cents range. That's one resistance over there. Let me see if I can break it down into even further time frames. So 20 cents is pretty in line. Now just bear with me for 1 second here. I'm going to go down to daily even. 20 cents is in line with the resistance or the top trend line right now. The next one would be about 24 cents, slightly under 24 cents. That would be the resistance. Now let's go back to the current time. So that's key resistance, 20 cents. That would be the top trend line here, followed by slightly under 24 cents. That'll be the next resistance from past trading history. Key support underneath the bottom trend line, that is still, okay, because the daily 21 is already within the pattern. So key support, the next key support will be the daily 50 MA. That looks like it's surpassing this fib level area right now at about 14 cents. So if the daily 50 MA does not hold, I'll be looking at about the 14 cents fib level area as the next level of key support. And then followed by the 3-day 21 MA, currently about 13 cents right now, and seeing if that holds. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks above the pattern and go towards its measure target, minding the one resistance that I actually do see from past trading history there between the breakout point and the measure target to be about 24 cents, slightly under. That's the bullish case scenario. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks its bottom trend line. The next level of key support I'll be looking at will be the daily 50 MA. And then 14 cents fib level area. And then the next one would be about the 3-day 21 MA and seeing if that holds. Now these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you match your risk carefully, and if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.